We finally have some footage for Boonboomger, and it looks weird. So let's talk about it. Footage was released, borderline a trailer for the new season of Super Sentai. Gonna butcher the name, but Bakuage Sentai Boonboomger. It's a car-based Sentai. I did a show on it talking about the suits. The suits have grown on me a little bit. I like the helmet. The helmet's whatever my issue. It's more so the white with the grey stripe. It looks like a tracksuit a bit. Looks like a sort of an F1 suit, and I guess that's what they're going for. It's a car themed season. It's kind of like it went for what Go Busters went for, but didn't quite get it. Didn't quite hit the nail on the head. But you know, it's fine. Overall, they've got some cool suits. We've seen the black and orange Sentai, which I think look really good. It's very clear that the black one is going to be the police because it's shoulder pad. Black and orange have shoulder pads. Does that consider them to be 6th Rangers? Maybe, I don't know. But he's the police because he's got a red and blue light. And then the orange one seems to just be like construction, just because he has a lot of diggers. He's like a scooping truck, and one of them one's the crane. One of my first thoughts were, are they going to have like a unique gimmick? Because if you think about it, right, you had the 45th season, which had the solo, like, white ranger, and then the rest of them were robots. And then the season after that, Don Brothers, we had the very short animated, the black ranger, and the very tall pink ranger. A little pink ranger, I did a video all about it, go check it out. And then King Oja, the series that's just now finishing, is all on virtual production. It's all on a green screen. And it looks really good. There's been a lot of themes. They've kind of been going, right, we keep doing the same formula, how can we make this different? Now, originally, there was some footage that's very clearly on a green screen, and I wondered if that's what they're going to do again, if they just convert it completely to virtual production green screen. But then I also saw some footage which is them out in the real world, maybe not. But with this trailer, I have some thoughts. So they're all car themed. It seems that the orange ranger has an orange and a yellow truck, and the black ranger has a black and a purple. Blue ranger seem to just have one blue, the pink ranger seem to have one pink, and then the red ranger seems to have 3. So just skimming through this one shot, there's a green truck, a yellow truck, a blue van, a white van which potentially looks like an ambulance, another green truck, a sort of light blue cyan truck, dark blue truck, a white truck, a red car, a pink car, the yellow and orange diggers, which are clearly for the orange ranger, the purple van and the police car for the black ranger, and the blue car and the pink car specifically for the blue and pink rangers. That's a lot of cars. We've seen in the footage that, obviously, as I said again, the orange ranger's holding the yellow and the orange, so some of them are clearly going to double up. Could these potentially be an insight into what rangers could be coming? We don't know where the 6th or more rangers are yet. My guess is going to be gold or silver, but you never know. We could get a green ranger, a 6th ranger, we could get a yellow, we don't know. I personally think a green would be really nice to get another green 6th ranger, but you know, we'll see. Very cartoony. The CGI in Super Sentai has never been it, but this specifically looks quite 3D animation. And then we have what I could only describe as the Rainbow Road, a game of Mario Kart. I mean, I assume this is like the dimension that these Zodes are coming from, but yeah, I don't know. I also saw a theory somewhere that the Rangers themselves are cars, and maybe that's the gimmick. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if there's any, like, obviously the suit actors, but I don't know if any actors have been revealed to be playing these characters. If they are cars that turn into Rangers, I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe they're all robots again, that wouldn't be such a bad idea. The theme song, well, I don't know if it's the theme song, but the music that's playing in the background of this as well also reminds me of 2 things. One, it reminds me a bit of the original MMPR theme song, like the chugs, like the dun 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 dun. But it also reminds me a little bit of Generator X.
So make way to start a revolution. Make way, we're gonna have fun tonight.
It's got like the start a revolution, and I don't know if that's like maybe that's just what I'm pulling from it, but it sounds good. If this theme song is it sounds like a pretty solid melody. Yeah, I'm just watching this shot right now, and there's every chance the entire series looks like this. It could just be a trailer thing, a teaser thing, but it does look like Mario Kart meets like Miraculous Ladybug. Which isn't, again, wouldn't be the worst thing. You know, we're going with different gimmicks, it works, but I haven't watched Don Brothers in full, and I've heard that it's sometimes hard to watch along with Pink and Black, just because of the animation. It obviously doesn't change how good the show is. The story is apparently still incredible, but something to keep a sort of open mind about, that this could affect the actual watchability of the show. And of course, it's car themed. Now, over here, obviously not where I am, I'm in the UK, but you know, with English-speaking audiences, Power Rangers, the car-themed seasons were a hit or miss. Turbo, people didn't really like. And I don't think it's necessarily because it is cars, but I think it's because it came from Zeo to cars, and then writing was a bit poorer. I'm trying to think of all the car seasons now. RPM, I know a lot of people enjoyed, a lot of people didn't enjoy. I don't think there was the car element that did that for anybody. It's also weird cars, like googly-eyed, like anime cars. Operation Overdrive is a series people don't like. Again, don't think it's the car's fault. I think car seasons have just had poor storylines, which is why I think negatively, I personally link that to a bad season. I don't think it was ever an issue with the cars, but I know in Super Sentai, car-based seasons work really well. I know that Go Busters did really well. I know that Tokuja was a massive hit, and that was obviously train related. And I think Turbo out there was called Carman. I think there was a Turbo Man, but that wasn't. Let me check. It's called Car Ranger. Yeah, but I think it did really well out there. You know, the vehicle themes work in Sentai. And also with the show, here's the thing. I've watched some Super Sentai shows. I've watched some in full, some not. I've never watched one when it starts airing till the end of its run, and I'm hoping to do that with Boonboomger. I don't know if I'll be able to. I've been very busy. I'd really like to be able to put some time aside and watch this show front to back and see if it's any good and see for myself rather than just figuring it out by other people's reviews. You've also got to think, seeing as it's another car-related season, are we going to get some big crossovers with seasons that are specifically car-related? We'll likely get crossovers anyway. We'll likely get a movie that crosses over with people. Will we see Car Ranger show up? Will we see Turbo Man show up? Will we see these specific car seasons, even if it's just the Red Rangers, show up in this series? I know in Sentai they love that type of collab. Obviously we have the Ninja collab, we've got the Dino collab. So yeah, maybe we will. It's something I'd be really interested to see. Obviously, it wouldn't be as impactful for me if I don't know the lore of these other shows. The Changer also, like the Changer, the Morpher, I think looks quite cool. It's very blocky, which I kind of, you know, I've always liked the, like for example, this to me, the aesthetic of it, the dinosaur, the helmet, the fact you've got to put the helmet on him, you put the key in. As a Morpher design, I really like that. I don't like how big and blocky this is. I've always liked the sleeker looking ones, the Ninja Storm Morphers, the Dino Thunder Morphers. I've always loved those Morphers. This is very blocky, but it might work. It's like a Revs speedometer type thing, and it seems that you get the cars, you get the, like, you know, the figures of the cars that kind of work like the Tokyo Changers. You put it in and you rev it. That seems to be the gimmick. As the gimmick looks quite cool, Morpher's a bit blocky. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I definitely want to do some more Boonboomger content. I definitely want to watch along with the show. And we'll see how this video does. If people like it, if people want to hear more of my thoughts on the show, then I'll definitely do so. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you soon.